Tesla's FSD beta program has racked up over 35 million miles. July 22, 2022. There are plenty of people who seem concerned that Tesla has over 100,000 cars driving on public roads with access to the automaker's full self-driving beta technology, which can't actually pilot the cars without human intervention. On the flip side, there have been no notable incidents to date, and it appears the technology is generating loads of data thanks to the incredible amount of miles traveled. Tesla's CEO Elon Musk insists that the only way to solve self-driving technology is to test the features in the real world. Thus far, over 100,000 Tesla owners have driven a combined 35 million miles using Tesla's FSD beta system. A portion of the automaker's Q2 2022 update reads via Tesla RT, "We have now deployed our FSD beta with city streets driving capability to over 100,000 owners. They're very happy with the capability of the system and we'll continue to improve it every week. We've now driven over 35 million miles with FSD beta." Musk shared during the Q2 2022 Tesla earnings conference call that he continues to stand behind Tesla's FSD beta technology, and he believes it will prove to be the company's biggest advantage over rivals in the market. He went on to confirm the details from the update letter, sharing that Tesla's 35 million FSD beta miles are more than any other autonomous vehicle company's miles. Musk went so far as to say that the 35 million miles may be more than all competitors' miles combined. According to Tesla RT, Waymo shared in 2021 that its fleet covered 20 million miles of real-world driving since 2009. There are plenty of people who seem concerned that Tesla has over 100,000 cars driving on public roads with access to the automaker's full self-driving beta technology, which can't actually pilot the cars without human intervention. On the flip side, there have been no notable incidents to date, and it appears the technology is generating loads of data thanks to the incredible amount of miles traveled. Tesla's CEO Elon Musk insists that the only way to solve self-driving technology is to test the features in the real world. Thus far, over 100,000 Tesla owners have driven a combined 35 million miles using Tesla's FSD beta system. A portion of the automaker's Q2 2022 update reads via Tesla RT, "We have now deployed our FSD beta with city streets driving capability to over 100,000 owners. They're very happy with the capability of the system and we'll continue to improve it every week. We've now driven over 35 million miles with FSD beta." Musk shared during the Q2 2022 Tesla earnings conference call that he continues to stand behind Tesla's FSD beta technology, and he believes it will prove to be the company's biggest advantage over rivals in the market. He went on to confirm the details from the update letter, sharing that Tesla's 35 million FSD beta miles are more than any other autonomous vehicle company's miles. Musk went so far as to say that the 35 million miles may be more than all competitors' miles combined. According to Tesla RT, Waymo shared in 2021 that its fleet covered 20 million miles of real-world driving since 2009. Source reposted and summarized from Stephen Loveday at Inside EVs. "My take: it's obvious that Tesla is going to win this FSD race. They are so far ahead it's laughable." Tesla short sellers lost $1.55 billion over the past 30 days. July 22, 2022. Tesla's short sellers are down by $1.55 billion according to a report by S3 Partners. Yesterday, Tesla reported very strong Q2 results, and the news isn't good for those hoping for Tesla's failure as a company. In 2021, S3 Partners pointed out that Tesla held the largest short interest in the market. Jim Chanos and David Einhorn have been betting against the company's stock for quite some time. In January 2021, their losses had already accumulated to $1 billion, down $1.55 billion in the last 30 days. The analysis noted that Tesla's short interest is $18.54 billion and that 24.98 million shares have been shorted. Tesla's short sellers covered 2.09 million shares over the last 30 days. These shares were worth $1.55 billion. The analysis noted Tesla short sellers were actively trimming their exposure ahead of the earnings release, covering 2.09 million shares, worth $1.55 billion, over the last 30 days. This is a 7.7% decrease in Tesla shares shorted as its stock price rose plus 14.2% over the last week. We saw 1.20 million shares bought to cover, worth $891 million. A 4.6% decrease in total shares shorted as Tesla's stock price rose plus 4.4%. July 2022 was the most unprofitable for Tesla's short sellers. For those of us enduring the intense summer 2022 heat wave this year, we are not alone. Tesla's short sellers are feeling the burn in their portfolios as well. S3 Partners noted that Tesla is the worst performing short in July in terms of dollars. Tesla isn't alone here. Several other popular stocks such as Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, and Google as well as crypto and meme stocks are on the list. According to the analysis, with Tesla's stock price rallying and short sellers incurring $1 billion of mark-to-market losses today, we should expect its short covering trend to continue as short sellers get squeezed out of their positions due to these large and sudden losses. These buy-to-covers and the potential for hedge funds to bulk up their positions in a high beta name with a positive price trend may help reverse Tesla's year price weakness. Source reposted and summarized from John Kreider at Tesla RT. My take: these type of stories make me feel warm and fuzzy inside. If you bet against Elon, you get burned. Tesla Robotaxi gets listed as vehicle in development. July 22, 2022. In previous quarters, Tesla's update letters have only listed the words future product when referring to upcoming projects that are in development. This changed in the Q2 2022 update letter, as Tesla indicated that the next vehicle it would be developing after the Cybertruck, Tesla Semi, and Roadster would be the Robotaxi. References to Tesla's Robotaxi have been shared by CEO Elon Musk in the past, though the vehicle that would be used in the service has somewhat been updated over the years. In Elon Musk's Master Plan Part II and in 2019's Autonomy Day, Musk suggested that Tesla's Robotaxi service would be comprised of vehicles like the Model 3. Tesla seemed to double down on this strategy when it launched its Model 3 leasing program. Unlike traditional leasing systems, Model 3s that were under lease were not available for purchase once the lease matured. According to Tesla, this was because it would be using the off-lease vehicles for its autonomous ride-hailing network. More recently, and as the FSD beta program expanded, Tesla's strategy for its own Robotaxi fleet appears to have changed. During the Cyber Rodeo at Gigafactory, Texas in April, Elon Musk noted that the Robotaxi would be a completely new futuristic vehicle. This suggested that Tesla would be designing a dedicated car for its ride-hailing service. More comments about the upcoming vehicle were shared later during the Q1 2022 earnings call, when CEO Elon Musk provided a few hints about the Robotaxi's features. According to Musk, Tesla's Robotaxi will be built around FSD, so it would not even have steering wheels or pedals anymore. We're also working on a new vehicle that I alluded to at the Giga Texas opening, which is a dedicated Robotaxi that's highly optimized for autonomy, meaning it would not have a steering wheel or pedals. And there are a number of innovations around it that I think are quite exciting. But it's trying to achieve the lowest, fully considered, cost per mile, cost per kilometer, accounting everything. I think it's gonna be a very powerful product. Musk said. Very few details about the Robotaxi have been shared by Tesla apart from Elon Musk's brief comments on the vehicle. However, considering comments from Tesla executives during the Q2 2022 earnings call, it would definitely seem that the Robotaxi will be built with simplicity and efficiency in mind. Source reposted and summarized from Simon Alvarez at Tesla RT. My take: soon, you will see these Robotaxis everywhere. 25% of Americans want an EV for their next car. Shows study. July 22, 2022. New evidence for the growth of the electric vehicle market has come. This time in the form of a study that shows more Americans are electrifying their rides than ever. This market's growth stands to majorly benefit EV giant Tesla, along with other EV-only automakers. A new survey from the American Automobile Association shows that 25% of U.S. residents likely to buy an electric vehicle powered exclusively by electricity, i.e. not a hybrid, for their next auto purchase, according to a report from Barron's. For millennials, the study says that number is as high as 30%. The shift is expected to benefit automakers including Tesla, Rivian and Lucid Motors, among other U.S.-based EV manufacturers. It's also expected to benefit legacy automakers such as Ford and General Motors. which have recently released their first few EVs. As for why buyers are looking to go electric, the number one reason cited for considering an EV was saving money on gas. The increase in gas prices over the last 6 months has pushed consumers to consider going electric, especially for younger generations, said RR Director of Automotive Engineering and Industry Relations Greg Bannon. They are looking for ways to save. And automakers continue to incorporate cool styling and the latest cutting-edge technology into electric vehicles, which appeal to this group. In 2021, battery electric vehicle penetration throughout the US market was just 3%, though it's expected to rise in 2022. By comparison, Europe's BEV penetration rate reached around 11% as of May 2022, while China's penetration of BEVs was over 1/4 of new car sales. Plainly said, the US has some room for the EV market to grow, while it may be growing more slowly than in other countries. The US EV market share is growing, too. This is evidenced by Tesla's new Gigafactory Texas, and over $400 billion spent by companies like Ford and GM to ramp up EV efforts. The study painted a positive picture for EV enthusiasts and automakers, though it also mentioned a few consumer concerns with the emerging tech. For one, around 60% of users mentioned worries about a lack of charging infrastructure resulting in some level of range anxiety. As the US EV market continues to grow, so too will the charging infrastructure keeping vehicles fueled, and the technology for increasing battery range. Even with increasing competition, Tesla leads the race into a new electric age for automobiles. Source reposted and summarized from Peter McGuthrie at Avanex. My take: the switchover is coming much sooner than most people think.